Hi there everyone! Today is the 24th of May today and it is Pansexual Visibility Day. So again, I'm going to try and do some kind of pansexual makeup for today. Again, I'm filming these on the days and then I'm going to upload these videos during Pride Month in June, so happy June to you all. So again, for full disclosure, I'm not particularly good at makeup. I'm not a makeup guru in any sense. Don't really know what I'm doing. This is just a little bit of fun and a little kind of come on this little fun makeup journey with me and enjoy laughing at me trying to put on makeup. Anyway, let's get right on into it. So as usual, I'm going to start with a little bit of primer just underneath my eyes, just above my nose and on my chin and just around my nose as well, and some on my eyelids just to try and make everything as smooth as possible, and just a little bit everywhere else. Again, I'm using the Makeup Academy Pro Base Primer. Flawlessly evens out complexion. However, I do think I'm mildly allergic to this because the last time I used it I did have a bit of a red face underneath, so might be time to finally buck up and just buy a new one. Using the Lush Solid Foundation. I'm trying to use up the last of my 11N, which is looking very crumbly and decrepit, and you do not need to see that. But yes, that's the foundation that I will be putting on my face. Now that I'm suitably covered, again I'm using the Emotional Brilliance Lush Face Powder, translucent face powder, and set my face. So now that powder is done, I'm going to use a little bit of the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk 604 on my eyelids. We're going to be trying a very different look today that I've never tried before, so we'll see how well this turns out because I haven't practiced. This is just a bit of a play around, so we'll see how well this turns out. Pop some on my eyebrows and hopefully my plan works. Okay, so now we get to the fun bit and let's hope it works. Again, I'm going to be taking the Proud by Jolie Beauty palette. Okay, so we're going to be starting with Jeffrey, which is this bright hot pink colour, and it is going to be going on my eyebrows. That worked. Not too bad. So then after that I'm going to use Calf, which is this bright sunflower yellow shade, and use that in the upper part of my eyelid. This could end up looking like a clown, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Of course my camera cut out just at that moment, but I finished the yellow using Calf, and then I filled in my kind of lid itself and just under with Ladyfill and just a tiny little bit of Ellen just to give it a bit more depth. Now comes the hard part. I'm going to attempt to outline everything in eyeliner. This is the Anger liquid eyeliner from Lush. I'm going to try and do it very pop art style. This could all end terribly, but we'll see what happens. Not too bad, pretty much how I imagined, so I'm not too bad. I'm not too mad. It looks alright. For my first attempt at pop art makeup, it's a good attempt. So now I have to try and make the other side of my face match this one. So I will come back to you with another side of my face. Okay, so I think I've managed to match both sides pretty well. So next I'm going to do the rest of my face. I'm going to finish off with some Eyes Right mascara for my eyes. Some black pencil eyeliner in my waterline, and this is Miss 40001. It's just black eyeliner I've had for a while, does the job, cheap and cheerful. Then again I'm just going to use the Technique Cheek Sculpt Contouring Blusher and Brush to do my blusher. palette for my highlighter, and I know that people who actually do their makeup will be crying at this, but I'm going to be using this pinky purple shade on the end here. Using the bright magenta Marks and Spencer's lipstick to do my lips, bright hot pink colour. I'm going to try and outline my lips without making a complete mess. Okay, I think that's okay. I think I'm pretty proud of that. And then I'm just adding some contour with the blush to my cheeks and my nose and my forehead. I'm done. I think it's not a bad first attempt at doing some pop arty makeup, so I'm quite proud. Now to try and do something with my hair and put on some pan coloured clothing. So I've now changed into something a bit more pansexual colour themed. So I'll now show you the whole outfit. Most of it is from Primark because I am a cheap and cheerful person and I won't spend much money on anything really. If I can get it for a bargain, I will. This little video, guys. Like I said, I'm not anywhere near a professional makeup guru, as you can tell by the way that I apply and the results of my makeup, but I think I did not too bad considering. I really wanted to make something really bright and standing out for the pansexual colours because they're so bright and happy. And of course I myself am a pansexual. I would use that label for myself. As I've said many times before, love-hate relationship with labels, but pansexual and asexual are the ones that I like the most for myself. There's a lot of debate between pansexual and bisexual as to whether they're the same thing or not. For me, I prefer the term pansexual because its tagline is hearts not parts, so that kind of really resonates with me. I love who I love. I could not care less what gender, binary or non-binary or anything in between what they are, which fits quite nicely with the asexual side of me, because obviously sexual attraction isn't a big thing for me, so the gender or the sex of that person doesn't matter to me, because either way I don't particularly have the desires. So yeah, I find pansexual fits me better, as I love people regardless of their gender. I don't take their gender into account. There's also a lot of debate between bisexuals and pansexuals as to what's better. A lot of people say that bisexuals are transphobic because it's only two, or they're disregarding trans males or trans females in the group. And then also the bisexuals sometimes say that the pansexuals are just trying to make up a fancy new word to make them sound special. But at the end of the day, pansexual and bisexual are very similar. Pansexual people can be bisexual, but not all bisexual people could be pansexual. Basically, it's like having two words for the same feeling. The English language is filled with synonyms of the same feeling, or very, very, very similar feelings with very, very slight nuanced differences. And sometimes you'll use one of those words to describe that situation, and you could easily describe the same situation with a completely different word, like excited or ecstatic, happy and joyous. There's a whole bunch of examples I could use, but basically, why can't we have two words that mean almost exactly the same thing, and we use those words differently? And pansexual is definitely less well known than bisexual, so I do find myself using bisexual if I'm introducing myself to someone I know isn't part of the LGBTQ community, and I don't have enough brain energy to try and explain more in detail what I am. If I'm just passing a comment, it's quicker when people already know a word. Just the same as you would use a word that you knew the other person could understand, as opposed to one that you knew that they probably wouldn't understand, and then have to then explain that word, probably using the word that you could have just used to make it easier. But regardless, I like the term pansexual. I like the label. I use it, and I feel part of a community with it. And I think that's the most important part, is that despite love-hate relationships with labels and everyone should just be able to live their own lives, I think finding a label can be really important to find your group of people, like-minded people who have similar feelings and feel like you belong and that you're not alone, and that there are more than just one of you that feel like that. Especially if you found that the bisexual label didn't quite sit or didn't quite feel right to you. But this is Pansexual Visibility Day, so I am being visible, I am here, I exist, I am queer. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is now June when this will be uploaded, so happy June. I hope you're having a fantastic day, morning, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. I hope it's fantastic. I will see you next time. Bye!